Good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow traders. Welcome to our very new stream. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'm your financial analyst for today's session. A new week, new trading ideas, and new opportunities. That's where the financial market is heading us right now. There are extremely great opportunity which is lying ahead for us. So, as an analyst, it's my objective to make you aware what sort of changes which are happening in the financial market and where are the better trading opportunities that we can carry out. In today's conversation, we'll be talking about what recently happened in the financial market, what happened in the last week, and what are the various changes we gonna see in the upcoming days ahead. Last week we also had a conversation about the non-farm payroll. So this time the non-farm payroll results is also been out. So we have a greater data to analyze the market trend. And at the same time, I will be sharing my markets insight with you. So welcome to the session. Welcome to the stream. I again welcome you on behalf from the financial analyst team. Remember, dear traders, if you have any question that you may wish to ask me, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And this is an initiative taken by Olymptrade to reach wide audience. And as a community, we want to grow ourselves and reach to the every part of the world where, as a trader, we can share our markets insight with each other. And again, end of the day, profitability is what all counts. And that is what we're gonna have conversation all about. Dear investors, these are the exciting time if we talk about the especially financial market analysis. Now, there are a bunch of analysis that we're gonna do for today, and I'll be sharing my market insights as well. We have few more comments. Welcome to the session. Mr. Tushia said hi, hello, welcome, good evening. Uh, Abhinav Singh Rathod ji said, good evening, sir. It's great to see you, Mr. Rathod. Meet you after a long time. Hope you are doing good. Also, I like this feature of platform to pick any black screen. I'm like your stadium wallpaper as well. Thank you very much. So again, what you're seeing on my screen is completely a little different outlook. If you were going to see it right now. So a lot of changes has been done in the Alum trade in terms of observation and a lot of new features. We'll be talking about these feature in details today. Again, at the same time, I'll be sharing my markets insights as well, what our future forecast analysis that we're gonna do and what sort of changes we can also anticipate. Stay tuned for today because a lot of changes still in the pipeline. But one of the best feature was launched on Alum trade on last Thursday. I hope you are all aware about it, but if not, I will be sharing my insights about with you. A lot of times we feel as a trader, we should be in control of our trade. I mean, whatever trade in whatever direction we take, we want our trade to be, in a controlled manner so that we can able to close the trade anytime if you want. If there is a possibility for us to trade change the trading direction, that also could be very helpful. So, but in today's session, that feature that is what all we were waiting for has been recently launched. I'll be sharing details about it in today's conversation. Again, if you have any question, feel free to comment in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to assist you with every single doubt of yours. I think we have few more comments. Mr. Abhinavji says, sir, today I'm having a lot of questions for you. Is this session is for 1 hour or half hour only? Unfortunately, due to the time constraint, we have only half an hour left for today's webinar. In fact, I was having a conversation with the senior management team where we will be able to stretch this session to some extent so that a broader context conversation and more information driving session is something that we are all aiming for, but that would be something that we are expecting in the upcoming days ahead. Mr. Mohammed Nadeem. Nadeem ji, great. Glad to see you. Nadeem ji is one of my old clients. Hi, sir. How are you? After a long time. Nadeem ji, I'm very happy to see you. Welcome to the session. And yes, indeed, after a very long time, where were you been these days? Let me know in the comment section how's your training going on so far, dear investors. Mr. Jalal ji said, hi, good evening, Mr. Jalal. Welcome to the stream. You know that every week I come up with few more trading ideas and we see whether these trading ideas were helpful for us or whether they have yielded some profitability for us. So in today's conversation, We'll start our conversation specifically with the market analysis. As you know, your question comment sessions are very important. If you have any question that you may wish to ask, feel free to comment in the comment section. Subscribe to, first of all, subscribe to Olymptrade Practice. As a community, we wanted to grow and reach every part where the traders are then, and we wanted to know them that the trading is not difficult unless you know how to do it. And that is how we're gonna start our trading journey. Let's begin our session. So, dear investors, the last week market was quite volatile. It was very volatile indeed. A lot of fluctuations has happened, and we know that the conflicting situation is still been there. Israel, Iran, and U.S. conflict is still been there, and because of it, a lot of push in the prices of Brent has been seen. So there is a specific ultimatum given by Donald Trump as well, which will be talking about that in much more detailed manner. But right now, what are our expectations? Like what recently has happened into the market? Now you all have seen last week Friday non-farm payroll data was released. Now it was very exciting and another surprising for me. I was expecting the data to be on the negative side, that means on the bearish side, because uh, last month, if we have seen, the non-farm payroll data was not good at all. Um, it was expected to create 56,000 jobs, but close to 92,000 jobs were lost, and the unemployment rate was also been on the higher side, increased by 0.1%. And that is what has driven the US dollar to the bearish sentiments. So if I wanted to show you the graph, let's check the previous month data, and I'll show you this month data as well. I'll be selecting the graph for 30 minutes, and we are switching the graph to exactly last month, and that too would be exactly at 7 o'clock. So first week, yeah, here. If you can see this candle, this is the exact time on which the non-farm payroll data was released, on which the market has suddenly dipped down and then started recovering. The reason for this recovery, because dollar is a safe haven. So that means even if there are falls in the prices of dollars because of these in conflicting situations. A lot of people are holding their positions, and dollar is acting as a safe haven right now. The petrodollar has been trending. A lot of transactions are being done in the US dollars, and that is the reason we can see that the dollar demand was substantially very high, and that is the reason we can see that the substantial growth in the prices of dollar has been seen. Not only that, if you look into the prices of basic dollar index, which basically shows us the entire price movement of dollar compared to the last month, and here we can see the dollar has been keep on pushing itself in the buying side. So this conflict, a lot of people were thinking about why the prices of gold are not been increasing. The reason is the inflation is on the rising side, and the petrodollar is still on the trending side. So people, a lot of transactions are still been done in the dollar, and that is the reason the dollar is strengthening. Because the dollar is strengthening, we know that whenever the increase in the prices of dollar happens to be there, it is inversely proportional to the prices of gold, and that is the reason why a lot of people are not holding positions in the dollar. They were on skeptical whether to hold this position or not. But yeah, it dropped significantly, and then after it recovered. I think we missed a couple of comments. Mr. Tushiaji said, I couldn't deposit. Let me know what sort of difficulties are you facing, sir. Mr. Jalalji said, today I lost 4,400. I'm very sorry for your loss. Mr. Jalal, let me know what sort of trading durations are you seeking right now? Is it 5 seconds duration, 15 seconds, any 1 minute or 2 minutes duration you are taking the trades in? Your trading times matters a lot. Even if, in fact, if you want to check my trading history, a lot of trades that have taken in my trading account are higher than 1 minute duration, because we find out the 1 minute duration are the time on which the market becomes a lot on the volatile side. But if you try to take the trade on the higher duration, the market volatility has sustained itself to some extent, and we can see the reduced market volatility there. Mr. Abhinavji said, what are the market sentiments for this week? Now, this is a very crucial week. Abhinavji, that's an excellent question. So this week, the market sentiments are on the little riskier side. So the thing is, Donald Trump, if you look into the statement, let's start with an analyzing with the cryptocurrency market, and then we'll move forward. If we start analyzing from the cryptocurrency market, the market did dip considerably again. Around 65,000 level is acting as a very good level of support for the prices of Bitcoin. So it's been stated that the prices of Bitcoin can stay there for a considerable period of time. So let me just write down Bitcoin here. Okay. What we can see that the Bitcoin prices were very stagnant, close to $65,000 level, as we have stated in the last conversation. And that is where we have taken the trade in the buying side, because 65,000 level, even the market dips down considerably well, it will not would have been able to close our trade to some extent. And that is the reason we were holding this position. And finally, Bitcoin started gaining the strength. Amid this extreme volatility, the sell-off sentiments were there. But Bitcoin, amid those volatility, beats all the odds, because people are not investing in gold, because gold increase in the inflation can basically decrease the prices of gold and increases the prices of USD. That is the reason why the value of dollar has been increasing and gold is on the diminishing side. But one good news is we have seen in the recent time Bitcoin hasn't budged more than that, and therefore 65,000 level is a good level of support, and it has broken that record and started rising. Right now, what we can see is a great rise in the prices of Bitcoin. Another thing is, in the recent update of the application on the Olymptrade, you can see that previously the multiplier value for the Bitcoin was close to 100, and 50 was the highest value of multiplier. Right now, the value of multiplier has been revised, and you can select the leverage up to 200 times. That's a very new update we have seen. And that's not only it. If the prices of Bitcoin increases, we know that the prices of all the cryptocurrency, alternative cryptocurrency, that means Ethereum, we also name it as Dogecoin, Solana, every cryptocurrency will be keeping itself on the rising side. Now, the very first, uh, I think, resistance level, if you may see for the Bitcoin, we're gonna see is around 75,000. First of all, it will be 70,000, and second, after all, it would be like around 75,000 level will act as a great level of resistance. The very first level that it gonna see here, we have seen that when it touches the 70,000 level, there is some sort of correction happens. But as of now, I'm seeing the Bitcoin sentiments are highly on the buying side. So therefore, in my opinion, there is a good chances if this level has been broken, it will try to achieve to the very next level, which is 74,000, 75,000 level, act as a great level of resistance for the time being. So yeah, keeping your hopes on the side that the Bitcoin prices can rise. That would be the positive sentiments I can see from the existing market situation. We can see Ethereum. Ethereum did rose considerably if you go ahead with the day basis. All the cryptocurrency I've been seeing little on the positive sentiments. Now what? Okay, so let me go through your comments once again. Mr. Jalal said, please help me, bro. Jalalji, I would love to help me. Please let me know what trading duration you are selecting. Mr. Nadeemji said, thanks, and I will plan to start trading, sir, inshallah. Sir, with your blessing. I would love to see you on the positive side. If you have any question, you know my email address. You can reach out to my email address, and we can always have the session personal. Mr. Tareka Khamji said, good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening to you too. Mr. Studio of Video said, no withdrawals. A lot of clients of mine have been receiving the withdrawals. I still didn't get your question, sir. If you could elaborate your question. Mr. Jalalji said, sir, please help me how to recover my money. Lot of money today. I lost 4,400. Mr. Jalal, again, the simplest question I wanted to ask you is, what trading time have you selected while opening the trade? Is it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 seconds? And which trading strategy are you using? A recovery is something that can be done once we know your financial goal, financial trading goal, the risk appetite, and based on that, a plan can be created. If you have an advanced or expert status, reach out to the support team via help option and chat via support, and you wish to schedule a session with an analyst. Your session will be scheduled. In case you have an advanced status, you have been given one session in a month, whereas if you have expert status, you will be given four sessions in a month. Mr. Abhinavji said, sir, do you think the cryptocurrency are going to be bullish in this week like Bitcoin, Ripple, Solana? We know that Bitcoin is father of all the cryptocurrencies. If there are substantial increase in the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum will soon follow. So one of the best entries to enter into the market for Ethereum is have the Bitcoin prices close to, or Ethereum prices close to 1,800, 1,900, or even 2,000. These are the great levels to enter into the market, and you can hold your position on that particular point. We can see that there is a huge tail formation right now here in the cryptocurrency, which is a substantial sign for some sort of correction can happen. Once it reaches the 70,000 level, it is not able to hold this level for a long time. So good chances that some sort of correction can happen from this price movement onwards. Mr. IDK said, hello, hello, sir. Good evening, Mr. Mohammed Nadeem. Sir, please provide me again your email address, please. Nadeem ji, you can reach out to the support team and let the team know that you wish to have a conversation with us, and our team will get in touch with you on priority, Nadeem ji. You can search in your email at the rate olymptrade.com and you will see my email address there, Mr. Nadeem. Thank you. Anyways, let's moving on with the conversation. So Bitcoin, substantial chances of increasing. All the cryptocurrency I feel are on the buying side, but remember this good level of support would be 65,000. So if you want to hold your position, use the 10x as a multiplier, and you can hold your position on this. Not only this, the second thing is Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana. If you are able to find Bitcoin close to this level, it's a very good level of support, around 10x as a multiplier. Long position you can select on that. That is why we are holding a long position on Bitcoin, as you can see. We took this trade on 30th of March, and the trade is still alive. Okay, moving on. Next thing. After the cryptocurrency market, non-farm payroll for the last week was positive. Now, one of the best feature in Olymptrade, which has been recently introduced, now you have the higher leverages in the currency pairs which have been shown in here. If you see Euro USD, the value of multiplier for Euro USD has also been increased to 100,000x. Euro USD, USD JPY, all the currency pairs. I mean, these are the currency pairs: Euro USD and USD JPY. Their value of multiplier or the leverage has been increased to 1,000 times. So that means in a very sharp market move, you can make a swing trade, and that would be scalping. In scalping, you will be able to make a substantial amount of profit using this higher value of multiplier here. GBP, USD, USD, GPU, and Euro USD. These are the three assets on which the value of leverage has been increased to 1,000x. That's an excellent thing. Apart from that, you will also be seeing on Asia Composite Compound Index and Euro Composite Index. On all these three index, again, the value of multiplier has been increased to 1,000x. On Bitcoin, the value of multiplier is 200, whereas for gold, the leverage has been increased to 3,000 times. Isn't it amazing? You have the highest leverage, and with the highest leverage, a quick amount of profit can be easily made. So, yeah. Um, Mr. Abhinavji said, sir, in such a geopolitical tension situation going on, I don't understand how Bitcoin even raised and gold dipped down, because in such situation, gold is likely to climb up because of its global stability. Now, it's a very good question. Let me answer this question. Um, so, Abhinavji, always remember this. Now, there is a term we call it as a stagflation, right? Now, stagflation, which happened in the US in 1973, back in the time. In that situation, what happened? So you have learned about 3 points. This is, and I'm addressing to all the traders: inflation, recession, and stagflation. Now, in inflation, whenever the inflation increases, government has one policy that they decrease, they increase the interest rate. When the inflation increases, government increase the interest rate. They will make everything, your borrowing power will be very high. And when the borrowing power becomes very high, people often borrow very less or not at all. Again, another thing is they will make the government bonds on the higher interest rate. So people, rather than investing in any gold or cryptocurrency, they will often choose to invest in US dollar more. So therefore, the US dollar becomes expensive when government increases the interest rate, but the borrowing power decreases. Because of the decrease in the borrowing power, people don't get a lot of employment, and therefore there is a if the interest rate is keep on increasing, there is a high chances of unemployment also increases. So government has to check this particular situation. Exactly opposite to the recessions happen. When the recession is there, government basically gives money to the people and the lower interest rate so that they will be able to use that capital to generate the jobs, right? But stagflation is completely different. In stagflation, inflation also increases and unemployment also increases. So that means government has no role to play in increasing or decreasing the interest rate. Both of these will be troublesome for this situation. So this situation is very close to a stagflation situation for the US. And if that's the situation, if the government increases the interest rate, gold will become less lucrative, right? So because the inflation is increasing, so people are betting more on the dollar. If the dollar increases, we know that the increase in the dollar is inversely proportional to the variation in the gold, and therefore the value of gold will decrease. And that is the reason why the gold has become less lucrative to all the traders. Second thing, I know during this conflicting situation, if you remember last time we had this conversation that during Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Dow Jones, whenever any sharp fall in the prices of these indexes happens, it comes with a very good recovery. So which we have seen every single time. Whenever the indexes has dropped significantly, it recovers a bit, and then again it drops significantly, then it's recovered a bit. So in the recent times, follow this market very closely, because Donald Trump has stated that this war will not be there for more than 2 weeks. He also has given an ultimatum for the Iran till tomorrow, 8 p.m. again Eastern Standard Time, that if the Strait of Hormuz is not open, we gonna collapse all the bridges and the civilian infrastructure in Iran. For which Iran basically stated that we will also, attack on the desalination plants are there. I mean, which creates the water, because these Arab countries. The entire Arab region doesn't really have their own water, so they basically convert the sea water into the drinkable water. So if that infrastructure has been damaged, we can see will be a great, first of all, the first thing will happen will be there will be tremendous increase in the prices of Brent. Prices of Brent are not moving below $100 per barrel. So if the situation escalates, I expect the prices of Brent to still will be on the higher side. So good chances for the prices of Brent to increase. But if in between, if we have seen that 3.5% or 4% decrease in the prices of indexes, it's a good time to buy, because every time the US index basically recovers amazingly well compared to all the index. We can name it as FTSE 100, Russell 2000, and DXY. Yeah, DAX, yeah, DAX index. So these are the Germany index, which most of the markets have been closed as of now. So yeah, so these sort of changes can happen and alter the market situation. So as of now, keep a very closer look on what are the statements which have been given. You can follow this one fun, wonderful site we known it as Trading Economics. Here you will be able to gather all the relevant data about the markets and their situation, and what sort of an experiment we are seeing from the market. And you know here we can see that the oil edged down on ceasefire hope. So here the prices of Brent were slightly on the elevated side, but there was a talk about ceasefire, and then it decreased substantially. But then it depends like how the talks have been going, like whether the talks will happen or not. So a lots of hope are there. Uh, Abhinavji sir, 1000x is really appreciating. I don't even have this much in crash and boom STMs. Yes, true. The best part is this 1000x multiplier can help you to gain the capital during the major economic news event by a great swing. For an example, let me show you the data which was released by US on last Friday, that is non-farm payroll. If we had used, so this feature was released on last Friday, if on Thursday, I'm so sorry. if this feature has been enabled on that particular moment, no, we would have taken a trade. And with this big swing that you can see here, application version, but on the web version. So you can check this feature. Okay, so let me give you an example. So suppose I wanted to take one trade on USD JPY. Okay, let me select another asset. Right now it is buffering. So let me just reload the page. I think our internet is bit on the jittery side. The session is about to close and the mark and I think application isn't working that effectively well. I just have reloaded it. I'm just about to show you the feature. So now the best feature that the application has given so far for the traders, they can flip their trade. So suppose I have taken a trade in this situation on the buying side, and I felt like I have taken a trade in the wrong direction, and I'm very sure that the market will reverse itself. So what I can do, I can flip the direction of trade by clicking on it and click on the confirm option. You can see the trade which I've taken on the buying side has been turned into the negative side. That means on the bearish side. So that means you have a greater chances to control your trade flow, and you can basically change the direction of your trade in between the trade. So that is a fantastic feature, and I really want all of you to explore this feature. This is a fantastic feature. I will be coming into the next week with few more trading ideas. I do will love to share all these trading ideas with you. Thank you very much for staying ahead live with me. I have few more trading ideas that I will be sharing in the upcoming days ahead. Thank you very much for having me for today. To all the traders, thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Have a great day ahead. Good luck in trading. Adios.